welcome to another episode of Bville Live. Today we're going to be making chicken gyros. That's a Greek sandwich that's made with chicken, cucumbers, onions, peppers, and tomatoes, and some tzatziki sauce. So we're going to be making that, and I'm going to show you what we need for today to begin. Your cucumber and tomatoes are going to be topping your sandwich, and you're going to cook your chicken up with your garlic and onions. And I'm going to use naan bread. You can use pita bread or naan bread to put your sandwich on, and it's going to make a delicious dinner for us tonight. So the first thing we want to do is get chopping. So whenever you have a lot of vegetables to add to meat, you want to cook up your, put your onions in the pan and garlic in the pan after your chicken in order to get things going. So I have about a tablespoon of oil in my frying pan. I'm going to turn my heat on to medium-high, and I'm going to start preparing my onions. So in order to prepare your onions, you're going to want to get rid of the skins first. And to do this, the easiest way to do it is to cut the ends off like this and just peel them off. We're going to use 3 small onions, or you can use 1 regular size medium onion or a large onion, depending on how much you like onion. And you're going to cook that with your chicken. Now, you can also make this with beef or lamb or even pork. Traditionally, it's made with lamb. You can see it on the menu with chicken. I prefer mine with chicken, but I'll have lamb on occasion. So we're going to prepare our onions by cutting off the ends. And you just want to get rid of the outer layer of the onion. Now, tzatziki is the spread. I have some prepared tzatziki to make it go faster, and I'll show you in another video how to make tzatziki on your own. And tzatziki is plain yogurt with grated cucumber, a little bit of onion, a little bit of lemon juice, and some chopped garlic. And that is used as a traditional sauce on sandwiches and served with meat in Greek restaurants throughout Greece. And it's very good. Okay, our pan has heated up nicely. I'm going to turn that oil down so it doesn't smoke. Alright, here we go. So to chop our onions, we chop them in half, and then we follow the lines of the onions. And I'm just going to leave these in slices because my meat's going to be in slices. So I'm just slicing them up like that and putting them right in my pan. You want to make sure that that heat isn't too high because you don't want your onions to burn. Now, I always use olive oil when I'm cooking. It's a healthier oil to use, and it's good for cooking at higher temperatures. A lot of people are using coconut oil these days, and it's really not good for your heart at all. So you need to be careful when you watch videos about what to cook with, especially on some of these fad diets. Coconut oil is just not good for you, and neither is palm kernel oil. It raises your cholesterol, and that's not a good thing. Okay, so my onions are cooking in my pan. I'm going to give those a stir. And I'm going to chop up my chicken next. Now, my chicken has been defrosting, but it's slightly frozen still, and I do it that way because it's actually easier to slice. Okay, well, it's too soft, it makes it harder to slice. So I'm going to slice it down and then across into strips. And I'm using about a half a chicken breast for 2 sandwiches. That's all you need. And this will be more than enough meat. So I'm slicing them into thin strips, almost like you would with like about the size of matchsticks. And they'll cook up faster too that way. You can see I'm cutting them into pieces like this. I'm going to add that to the pan. Now, since I'm using raw chicken, I want to be careful at some point before I serve to swap out my serving spoon or wash it off so that I don't get it contaminated with raw chicken meat. That's very important to remember when you're cooking. So again, and I'm going to do that right now because I'm going to cut up my garlic and I don't want to get raw chicken splattered onto there. Okay, so I have a clean cutting board now and a clean knife. I'm going to prepare my garlic simply by whacking the cloves. And the reason I do that is it makes it easier for the garlic to be peeled. Then I can just simply peel the skin off. And it comes right off. Cut the ends of those cloves off. Give them a smash. And then chop them up. Now the garlic I am going to chop finer. I'm going to add that. Okay, so I'm going to do my cucumbers and tomatoes next, but first I'm going to add my seasoning. So I'm going to add some freshly ground pepper. About a quarter of a teaspoon. I'm going to add some salt. About a quarter of a teaspoon. And then I'm going to add some ground turmeric. Also about a quarter of a teaspoon. And some ground cumin. About the same, about a quarter of a teaspoon. And some paprika. Let's see. Now I'm going to give that a good toss. And let that cook up. Get a lid for that. Okay, so for my tomato, I'm going to cut it in slices because I'm going to be putting this on top of the chicken and the onions. So I'm going to slice enough tomato for my sandwich. And usually you'll see it in half slices when you see it on a sandwich. So I'm cutting about 3 slices. That's about all you're going to need. You don't want too many, it'll get too wet. And if you have little bits of tomato left over, you can just pop that in your pan. All right. Give that a stir. And this is a relatively quick dish, so you don't need a whole lot of cucumber slices, so I'm not going to slice my whole cucumber up. And generally you'll see the peel left on in the restaurants. If you don't like the peel, you don't have to leave it on, but generally you'll see it left on. So I'm just going to put about 3 or 4 slices on each one. And if you want to make your tzatziki from scratch, I'll have another video on how to make tzatziki from scratch. I'm just using store-bought tzatziki today. You can get it at Aldi's or Trader Joe's or any of the stores. So you'll need about 8 cucumber slices for 2 sandwiches. Okay, and I'll be back in a second to assemble. Okay, our chicken is done. You can see it's nicely brown. It has that beautiful red color from the cumin and the turmeric. So there's 2 ways that you can make your tzatziki. Some people put the tzatziki on top of the sandwich, and some people put it on the bread. So I'm going to do a little bit of both. I'm going to take about a teaspoon and put it on the bread. Now this is a spinach artichoke tzatziki that I bought at the store. Traditional tzatziki just has the cucumber and garlic in it. And I'll make that on a separate video. And then you're going to take your meat and layer your meat onto your sandwiches. Now I have washed my spoon off, so I'm not using a raw chicken spoon on there. And this is quite a bit of chicken, you can see, and that was only half a chicken breast. And the onions and the garlic, which really makes it very flavorful. Put it nicely on there. Let's see what that looks like. And then you work your magic with your tomatoes. About 3 halves each should do it, maybe 4. And then about 4 slices of cucumber. And then you can put a little bit more tzatziki on. Now in a restaurant they'll usually wrap this up in foil, and that kind of holds it together. But since we're going to be eating these right at the table, we're not going to need to do that. And that is done. Okay, you have a beautiful chicken gyro in less than it would take you to go out and pick it up at the store.